Vine has been off the maps for a while. It just simply could not compete in the high-paced environment that is social media. And while looking at successes is fun, we can often learn a lot more from mistakes. So that's exactly what we will be doing today. Picking apart the strategy of Vine, looking at the things that it excelled at, but more importantly, at its failings, and why, in the end, it just didn't make the cut. So for all those who are either too old or too young to have known about Vine, it was a short-form video hosting service. That's it. And yet it was incredibly successful for the short 4 years that it persisted. Between 2013 and 2016, Vine was the up-and-coming social media platform that everyone was talking about. Forget Snapchat and Instagram. The new hot thing on the market was Vine. So, welcome to Rebel Economics, and today's episode where we get to do a post-mortem on Vine and discover its cause of death. If you like our content, please like and subscribe, and to all those that have already done so, let me say thank you. Now, if you have watched our video on how short video content dominates social media, you already have a clue about why Vine didn't make it. But nothing in the realm of business is quite that simple, and there are many factors at play that led to the downfall of what could have been a social media giant. So, let's delve in. First, Vine was not simply a new startup on the market. Only 3 months after Vine was founded, it was bought up by Twitter for $30 million and released to the public a few months later. So we are not talking about some startup that couldn't compete with the existing giants like Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, but rather a short video content site that had the backing of one of the social media behemoths like Twitter, that has been around since the dawn of time. Or well, at least 2016, which, when it comes to social media, is kind of the same thing. Vine was an incredibly user-friendly app, making it very simple to upload videos or films straight in the app with the option of editing the videos. They would be posted and played in loops, with the option to like, comment, or re-Vine, which is literally the same thing as to retweet. The functionality of it was mostly nothing new, except that much like Twitter, with its limitation on characters, Vine had a limitation on length, allowing only 6 seconds of video to be uploaded. The unique thing about this was that creators had to be very creative in how they tell their story. Mashing any concept into 6 seconds is no easy feat, calling for A, simple stories to be told, and B, creative ways of telling them. And this was a hit. With the social media era hitting hard, people were always looking for the new great thing, for more entertainment, for a quicker laugh. And Vine provided exactly that. In its early years, it was a huge success, attracting over 200 million active users by late 2015. Yet, only 1 year later, it was taken out of commission by Twitter, being relegated to the long line of social media have-beens like MSN, ICQ, or MySpace. So what happened? First, the culprit of Vine's demise is competition. While being one of the first apps that focused on short video content, it very soon was no longer the only one. At the time of the official launch of Vine, we already had plenty of other social media channels available to us. Of course, there was Facebook, but also Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Of these, however, none had a short video function. Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat all focused on photos and images on their channels, and YouTube did not have a limit on the length, so much of the content was significantly longer. According to Statista, in 2018, the average YouTube video was in fact 11.8 minutes long, so not at all comparable to the 6-second videos that Vine had. And, as I said before, the shortness of the videos was exactly the appeal that Vine had. Scrolling through the content was quite literally addictive, the same as Instagram stories or TikToks are nowadays. With each video being so short, the time investment, even on subpar content, was minimal. So it sucked users in and kept them engaged and entertained for longer. But of course, the competitors were more than aware of this, and quickly sought to include similar features on their own platforms. So quick, in fact, they managed to do so even before Vine's official launch. Vine was created in June 2012. In December of the same year, Snapchat added 10-second video sharing to its platform. Vine was then bought by Twitter and officially launched in January 2013. Just 6 months later, Instagram introduced a 15-second video sharing option on their app. These other networks offered more varied content, moving seamlessly from images to video content. With a wider variety, they quickly became more appealing and simply the go-to for many users. Why switch between Vine and Instagram if you can just watch the reposted Vines on Instagram? But it was not just the side of the consumers that Vine could not compete with. It was also the content creators. Monetization was not easy. There was no monetization program as there, for example, is on YouTube, where you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to profit from the ads shown before your videos. Speaking of which, if you want to get Rebel Economics one step closer to achieving this, then like and subscribe and keep watching. But on Vine, there was actually no such thing as ads. Instead, it followed a monetization model closer to Instagram, where it all depends on sponsors and brand deals. But building this up was far more difficult if you're restricted to 6-second videos. How is anyone supposed to sell you something in 6 seconds? This is where Instagram clearly had a better structure. With images being posted, text added, and videos that could last up to 15 seconds, many content creators flocked to Instagram instead, as it offered better ways to profit off their followers. Apart from these other platforms, there was another version of short videos making it big at the time: GIFs. Much like Vine, they communicate quick, memorable, and often comical messages in the form of videos and loop-throughs. While sound is lacking, they can include text to drive home the point. As such, they were popularly used as comedic remarks to lighten up text, something that didn't work as smoothly with Vine, as they often required sound to make sense. And Vines were created to make a point on their own, whereas GIFs were often used to underline a point and make it more fun. Even on Twitter, Vines were slowly disappearing, being replaced by GIFs instead. This was doubled down on as YouTube launched its GIF creator in 2014, being yet another source of competition for Vine. Amidst all of these troubles of competitors driving away creators and spectators, Vine just simply could not catch a break. The external troubles were bad enough, but internally it looked no better. Under the management of Twitter, Vine could simply not thrive. Managers came and went, never quite sticking around to make Vine what it truly could have been. And with the rise of TikTok from Vine's grave, we definitely see what Vine could have been, and the long-term success it could have had. After Vine was acquired by Twitter, its 3 founders quickly were made to leave or laid off. But with no visionary stepping in their footsteps, no one sticking around for long enough to truly see its potential, there was not much that could be done for Vine. For Twitter, it was not profitable enough to really focus on Vine at the time, while also experiencing troubles itself. In 2015, Twitter underwent major layoffs, essentially sealing the grave of Vine. The app was slowly being decommissioned in 2016, and you may think that this is the end of it. And quite frankly, so did I before doing this deep dive into Vine. But it turns out there is hope yet. With the acquisition of Twitter by Elon Musk, there are rumors that he may want to revive Vine. A report from late 2022 states that Elon Musk has Twitter engineers working on the code. However, when a revival of Vine may come to fruition is not yet clear. But people are eager for it. In a Twitter poll posted by Elon Musk himself, respondents answered 2-1 in favor of bringing Vine back. So here's to hoping. Thank you so much for watching Rebel Economics. We appreciate you watching our content, and if you enjoy it, please do like and subscribe. It makes the effort so worth it. And check out some of our other videos right here on the screen. See you guys soon in the next video, and have a great day.